Hey guys, I'm here today to share with you my project life for week 9. I am still a little bit behind. As you guys know, I was sick and got really behind on everything. So this is, like I said, week 9, and then I have my week 10 and 11 will probably be combined because I don't think I have many photos, so you'll probably see both of those combined next Saturday. So this is the Design F page protector that I'm working with right now, and I went through a couple of my different kits. I went through the March Project Life kit from Studio Calico called Office Hours, and I also went through some of the Coral kit that I still had on my desk, just trying to find some filler cards. So you'll see me flip through both of those stacks of cards quite a bit because I had a lot of issues this week. I don't know, it didn't come together as easily as I wanted it to. But I got kind of everything laid out where I want it to be, and I stamped on that photo. I always use Staz-On black ink for stamping on photos. I find it works really, really well. And here I've got one of the labels. This set came with, or this kit I should say, came with a bunch of labels that were already, pre-cut and pre-printed. So I just stamped Happy Mail on that tag. I had it from the stamp was from a previous Studio Calico kit, and I decided I didn't want to do black. I wanted to bring in some yellow, so I used that new Sunny Day ink pad, and I really, really like that ink pad. It's from Studio Calico, and I really like the way it stamped. So it just came out really good. I really like that yellow. It was pretty bright. And then I put on that cork circle there and just cut off the bottom so it would fit, because it didn't quite fit with the journaling, but I actually really like the way it looks cut out, or cut off there. So that was really easy. I really like those cork circles, and I plan on using them a lot. And then I just put a heart on that little filler card. And I try to do most of my journaling ahead of time this week. I know a lot of times I'll do it on camera, and that just seems to eat up a lot of time, because even at 4 times the normal speed, obviously I write a lot slower than I can put pictures and embellish pictures and put them in pockets. So here I start to work on my title card, and I really wanted to use those navy blue alphabet stickers, or thickers I should say, and then I realized they don't have numbers on them. So I was trying to scramble around and figure out, like, could I use a stamp? Was it too small? But in the end, I decided to put them back on the sheet, and I would deal with the title card later. So that was kind of like the beginning of my frustrations. Like I said, I had a lot of problems this week. I just wasn't very happy with the layout, and I actually stopped recording 2 different times and put it away and started it up again because it just was not working out very well for me. So here I've got those die cut pieces. I just wanted to kind of take those out and see what they were. I found out they're actually on watercolor paper, so I'm going to watercolor with those, but they just didn't work for this layout. And there I just used that partial tag that I had cut off from the photo at the top, and I don't like throwing those away because you never know when you're going to use a small one, so I try to use those up pretty quick so they don't get lost in my stash. And it just happened to work out that I just wrote, this is a keeper on there for that food picture, and was able to embellish that card really quickly. And then this is the free stamp set that I got last month from Marcy Penner, and it says yay and a speech bubble, and they're actually separate stamps, which I really like, but I just happen to want to use them together, so that works. And I tried to pull out some different embellishments from the regular kit from last month, and it just wasn't working. So I pulled out some of this washi tape. It's just blue arrows, and it's from Freckled Fawn. And I really like the way that came together. Quick embellishment, not very difficult at all. But it had a hard time fitting in there with that wooden card, so I had to take it out and put that back in. So this is my second page for the week, and it's just a normal Design A pocket, or page protector. And here I am shuffling through my office hour cards again, trying to find something that works in this space. And it takes me a while to get this layout the way I want it to be. So I really liked that play all day. it just kind of fit with the colors and the color studio printouts that I have a photo of there. It fit really well with the colors of this general layout. Obviously because it's all the colors of the rainbow, but I just really like the way that worked with the picture there. I like the way that card and picture came together, I should say. So there is just a small embellishment that I think was from an Ellie's Studio tag, and it just says something about smiles because my husband and I were being big dorks and showing our teeth off in a photo, and I warned him that it was going to go in a video and people would see it, but he let me take the photo anyway. So I thought that little something about love that smile, I thought it was just kind of a funny thing to put on that photo. So here I am journaling a little bit on this at the moment card. I really liked most of the cards that came with the Studio Calico kit this month. I really liked the colors, it felt springy, and I just felt like they worked together really well, whereas sometimes I feel like the cards are just here, there, and everywhere. Once again, I wasn't very happy with the 4x6 selection from this month. I feel like they've been kind of hit or miss lately, so I hope that the 4x6 cards are a little bit better next week, or next month I should say. And oh my gosh, today is already the 21st, so it's going to be so fast by the time our kits get here again. I feel like it's such a quick cycle, but then I hate it because it's so slow and I hate waiting for the shipping. So anyway, here I am just embellishing a couple of the photos. I put that little heart thicker from the Thickers pack that came with the kit on that photo at the bottom left, and I love that they included some hearts. They're just chipboard, and they're really simple, but I really like having a few hearts to work with. And here I'm flipping through the 3x4 cards from last month's kit. I haven't gotten those put away yet. I'm kind of scared because I don't know where I'm going to put them. So this is a card that I had picked out, and this little sewing sheet is it was on a flyer that came with the stitched, or let me start over. This was on the stitched class flyer that came with the kit, and I was trying to pierce the holes and I couldn't find my regular piercing mat, so I tried to use a regular sewing mat and that didn't work, but then I did find my Amy Tan piercing mat, and I had gotten that with a kit like a long time ago, probably like 4 or 5 months ago maybe. I don't know, maybe it was shorter than that. I can't remember, to be honest. But anyway, if you don't have a piercing mat, you could probably use a mouse pad because it's about the same like consistency of the piercing mat, and then you could just use any kind of paper piercer. And I ended up actually piercing only every other hole on this. Every one seemed like it was really close together, and I started off doing every one and it didn't look very good. So I just did every other in most spots, and then we just watched some TV on Sunday night and I stitched this. I picked out 2 colors that coordinated with my layout this week. That green coordinates with the other colors, and then the red for the heart, and I just sewed that in front of the TV. So if you're interested in seeing that, I can make a demonstration, but if not, if you want to sign up for the stitched class, I'm sure there's demonstrations. So if you really want to see how to do it and you've never seen a video of it before, hit me up and I'll make a video of how I stitch onto Project Life cards. So here I'm just trying to find something that is a good embellishment for that movie sticker, or the movie tickets, and I come up with that sticker from the Heidi Swap collection, and one of these larger stickers like the stars, and that was pretty simple for just a quick little Project Life card about going to the movies. I used one of those tags there, and I just used some quick journaling. And I don't love the way it came out, but it was quick and simple, and I like the addition of the gold stars. And I think that paper came from a We Are Memory Keepers paper pad that I got. I think I got it at Target, but I'm not positive. So here I am, I'm working on that title card again, and I decided to go ahead and go with the thickers, and I decided to spell out the word 9, because even though it didn't come up with any number stickers, I figured, well, you can just spell it out, duh. And it happened to work out that the 9 is 4 letters and so is week. So it was kind of symmetrical on the top and bottom. And then I just stamped the dates, and then I'm going to have some trouble here in a minute with the sequins. I love the sequins from this pack, and they worked really well with this week. Normally I don't do much of a color scheme, but this week I happened to really hit on those blues and greens with some yellow in there. And my glossy accents will not open up. Like I stuck a pin in it, I squeezed it even though they say not to squeeze it, but I always do. You just can't help it. I even cut a small part of the tip off, and oh my gosh, glossy accents, you give me so much trouble. So eventually I go on to another type of glue. I try to use the Zig 2A glue pen, and it wouldn't start up very good for me either, and I finally got it started and it worked, and then the sequins didn't stick. I tried it out later and they just didn't stick. So basically what I ended up doing is I normally leave my glossy accents kind of on an tilted on its side, and I find that works a lot better. If you leave it all the way upside down, it runs out so fast you would not even believe it. It super gushed out on me one time. So I try to keep it on its side, and last time I must not have. So that's why I had so many problems with it this time. But anyway, long and short is I eventually used glossy accents on the sequins, because like I said, it just didn't work out very good at all. So this is another point where I got really frustrated and I just had to walk away. I was so frustrated. So anyway, there it is with the glossy accents on the sequins. And I came back and I had stitched that card and everything was ready to go, and I was in a much better mood, and it all just ended up coming together really quickly at the end there. So I switched some things around so everything would fit and the colors worked, and I called it a day. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm up to 130 subscribers, so I'm only 20 away from my goal, and then I will do that giveaway.